Hello everyone, my name is Joyjeet Banerjee and I'm a solutions architect with AWS. And today we are going to learn how to run Oracle applications on AWS with DMZ. As you are probably aware that Oracle Applications EBS has got multiple components. So the application tier component consists of the form server, the concurrent manager server, the WebLogic server, depending on what version of Oracle database you are running. And then it comes with Oracle database that hosts the Oracle database itself. Now, most of the time, if you see with many of the customers that Oracle EBS is mainly a backend application, which means that it is not accessible from the internet. So everything is hosted inside the core systems. But many customers also have some of the modules like iProcurement, iStore, which is accessible from the internet, which is also known as the DMZ tier. So in this video, we are going to see how you can configure Oracle applications with DMZ on AWS. So in this video, I'm going to assume that you understand the basic building blocks of AWS, like what is a region, what is AZ, what is a private subnet, what is a public subnet, and I'm not going to go in details about that. So this architecture assumes the best practice. So we are going to look at all the best practice HA in this architecture. So let's dive in. So let's talk about the application tier first. So since EBS is a backend application, so we are going to host the EBS application tier in the EC2 servers. So this is the first AZ I have, and I'm deploying my application tier on a EC2. Now, depending on your workload, you can deploy that on a single EC2 server, or you can deploy that on multiple EC2 servers. Let's say that we deploy that on 2 EC2 servers for HA purpose on 2 different AZ. So you have AZ1 that is deploying one of the application tier, and you have an AZ2 that is deploying the second application tier for AZ. And in both the cases, since these are the regular application tier, we are hosting that in private subnet, which means that they are not accessible from the internet. Now, let's talk about the DMZ tier, or the server that needs to be accessible from the internet, like the iStore, the iSupplier modules. So we are going to deploy that on a public subnet. So we are going to host one more EC2 server for the iSupplier or iStore, and that will be hosted in public subnet. If you want to have HA, then you can have one more EBS application server for the DMZ in the public subnet. And that way we have redundant EC2 servers hosting the application tier for the DMZ. So this is the application tier. This is the application tier. Similarly, this is the application tier for the internal Oracle application. And you can host the Oracle database into a different private subnet. So this is the EC2 instance hosting the Oracle database. And you can have another EC2 instance hosting the database in a different AZ, and that is going to be your failover server. So EC2, this is another Oracle DB. The way we achieve the high availability for database would be you can configure a data guard from your first AZ to second AZ, and by doing the data guard, you can fail over the database if this AZ goes down or if this instance goes down, right? So we are going to configure the Oracle data guard from first AZ to second AD. Now, the question would be how you are going to distribute the load across the EC2 servers across multiple AZ. So what we are going to do is that we are going to use a load balancer. So we are going to use one internal load balancer, and that load balancer is going to distribute the traffic across the multiple internal application server that we have. Since this load balancer distributes the traffic across the internal, we need one more load balancer to distribute the traffic across the external DMZ servers for modules like iStore and iSupplier. So we have one more LBR. This will be the internet facing load BR. For both the load balancers, you can use the Amazon's native load balancer, or if you use Cisco or Big IP load balancer, you can use those load balancers as well along with Oracle Applications e-business suite. So that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you learned a lot and have a nice day. Thank you.